a recent interview, Allen Iverson unveiled a list featuring his top 5 killers in today's game. AI named Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Bradley Beal, and Damian Lillard, the one name people noticed right away that he never mentioned. That guy LeBron. Shannon, how offended are you that he left off the king?
I'm not offended, and people shouldn't be offended either. Skip, I like apples and peaches. I'm not dissing grapes. I'm not dissing bananas. I'm not dissing watermelon. That's just what I like.
This is the GOAT.
No, it
says you. This is the best player on the planet.
If you don't mind me asking, 4 of the 5 players are what?
Of what?
4 of the 5 players that he mentioned, what position do they play?
I don't know, 2 guard?
Guard.
Yeah.
What position did Allen Iverson play? Guard.
Shooting guard.
I believe Gronk is the greatest tight end of all time, but I'm biased towards Kelsey or Darren Waller because they remind me more of myself. Ain't no problem with that. I'm not dissing Gronk. I'm just saying the guys remind me of myself. I like those games. I like their games.
What position did LeBron play last year for the Lakers?
Skip.
Point guard.
Nobody looks at LeBron as a pure scorer. Everybody looks at LeBron like a big Magic Johnson who could score better, who can facilitate the offense. That's how they look at LeBron. That's why when it's all said and done, he's going to be the all-time leading scorer. And all these other great scorers.
Wait, he's not looked upon as a scorer, yet he's on track to pass Kareem to become the all-time leading scorer in the history of basketball.
And he's also on track to be top 5 in assists. What other player can say that?
Okay, so your point is what?
My point is that you think Dame Lillard. So which one of these guys that he mentioned? Dame, KD, James Harden. Who else did he mention? Bradley Beal and Steph. Which one of those guys is going to end up in the top 5 in assists and top 5 in scoring? Which one of those guys?
Okay, but what's your definition of killer? That's all that matters here. Top 5 killers.
Scorers. Guys that go out and score the basketball. LeBron James has had a 60-point game. LeBron James had 50-point game. He's had more 50-point games than KD.
So why wouldn't he be included in this list over Bradley Beal?
Skip, that's his list.
Okay.
You asking a man why he choose to eat this as opposed to choose to eat that. You like chicken. I like fish. That don't mean you got a problem with that. That's just what you like.
Do you have respect for Allen Iverson?
Yes. And I respect that those are the guys that he believes are the killers. Okay, I'm good.
The answer gave you the wrong answer.
No, he didn't.
This was the ultimate diss to me from Allen Iverson, who knows a thing or two about scoring the basketball, about highlights. I think to him, this is about creating highlights. It's almost like, who do you want to watch score, right?
I want which one of the guys that gonna win?
Okay.
Win championships, win MVPs.
Okay. And there's something in the word killer, as in cold-blooded killer, but I'm not sure that's where AI was going with this, because a couple of guys on this list I couldn't go cold-blooded killer on. I don't think Damian Lillard is a cold-blooded killer. That's just me.
Skip Dame is a scorer. He's going to shoot the ball from 40 feet, and it's going to go in. He's going to turn around like he did nothing. KD is the same. Steph Curry is the same. Like I said, the only guy that's not a guard on the list is KD. We know what KD is. KD is a scorer. KD is one of the greatest scorers of all time. You can make a case. You put him right there with Kobe and James Harden. James Harden is a scorer. Kobe, scorer. Mike, scorer. Bron does other things more than just score the basketball. So people don't look at him as a guy that says, okay, he's cold-blooded, because LeBron doesn't go out and just try to get 50. LeBron says, you know what, I'll give you 35, 13, and 7.
I thought LeBron James invented the logo 3. He's given credit. He was the one who established that shot as a viable shot.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why wouldn't he be on the top 5 killer list?
Because LeBron James is going to have a 50-point triple-double as opposed to a 54-4 game. 50 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. That's not. James Harden is a guy that can assist the basketball, but James Harden is known as a scorer, Skip. LeBron is never going to be a scorer because LeBron isn't. That's all he's not required to do. LeBron is going to probably has led his team in rebounding, has led his team in assists. Every year he's been in there for 18 straight years. No other player can say that. Maybe Stockton.
So maybe AI is saying that LeBron doesn't belong on this list because he's just a longevity scorer. He's not a sensational highlight scorer the way these guys are, right?
Skip, we've seen what LeBron has done, Skip.
Well,
we see it.
You should be offended by this.
I'm not offended.
Why not?
Why would I get offended by a man saying this is what he like as opposed to that?
Well, because it's just what everybody should like. If this man is, as you say, the GOAT, and he is still the best player on the planet, and you continue to tell me he's the best player, well, then he's got to belong on AI's top 5 killers.
That's like me getting offended if somebody said, well, the girl Shannon's dating is not attractive. Okay, not to you, but to me.
Okay, but that's beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Okay, killer is in the eye of the beholder.
Well, is it?
Yes.
Huh. But he's en route right now. He's on arc. He's on path to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes.
Most points ever scored, and he can't make AI's top 5 killers.
Skip, that's AI's Skip.
There's disrespect in there.
Let me ask you a question, Skip.
It's like AI doesn't fully buy into LeBron James.
We're both TV guys. We watched a lot of TV. Your favorite shows, probably not mine. I can say, Skip, I can't believe you ain't got Gunsmoke. I can't believe you ain't got Hogan's Hero.
I love Hogan's Hero.
I'm just saying. Okay. I can say a lot of series is like, Skip, that's not in your top 5. Man, you crazy. That's my list. That's not your list. Your list is your list. You want Skip, you got to stop this. Every time somebody has a list and LeBron isn't on it, it's a diss. Every time somebody has a list and Tom Brady isn't on it, it's a diss. No, it's not.
By the way, the woman who raised me named Katie Bell, she always says, you got to look at Gunsmoke with me. So I did.
Yeah.
I sat and watched it with her.
Yes.
Okay.
My grandfather loved all the westerns. They don't do westerns and Big Valley and Gunsmoke and Bonanza and all those.
Okay. So who's the top one on this list when it comes to killing? It's KD. We're talking about basketball killing, obviously. Kevin Durant went into LeBron's house. If we could see the shot that he made, it's game 3 of his first go-around with the Golden State Warriors, and he made the shot of shots right in LeBron's grill, just pulled up right in front of LeBron, and that was ball game.
Okay.
And then last year in the playoffs, the shot of shots was made by Kevin Durant, one of the great clutch playoff shots ever, and he got like a toenail on the line.
Yeah, but he lost.
A toenail.
We're highlighting a loss.
Look at this shot, and it was the denouement to a masterpiece. It was one of the greatest scoring games, all-around scoring games that you will ever see.
Skip, we're highlighting a loss?
Yeah.
You're highlighting a loss. You don't realize he lost.
He had a toenail on the three-point line.
I don't care what he had on it. I don't care if he had an eyelash on it. It was not a three-pointer. It was a two-pointer.
Okay. And then do you remember what happened in the gold medal game of the Olympics?
Yeah, I remember what happened. No. You got to finish up the story about that game. Okay. You can't just jump from that game to the gold medal. What happened in overtime of that game?
I thought that game was over.
It wasn't.
And he hit the wall. He ran completely. The tank was dry.
He can't be dry.
As you told me, James Harden was a shell of himself, and there was no Kyrie. It was 1-on-5. That's what you told me. It was 1-on-5. And he went 48 minutes of 1-on-5, and that was all he had.
How many times has LeBron done that?
Yeah, and then who hit the biggest shot of the game? A guy named Middleton, the closer for
all I know is who gave him the lead in overtime. Giannis with a give me that.
Yeah, that was with like 4.5 minutes.
Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis.
Best player in the NBA currently.
Guy named Chris Middleton, the closer for
Hold
the Bucks.
on. You got the best player in the NBA. Why didn't he close it? He was there. He got to close that.
Yep. Nothing left in the tank.
I wonder what you mean nothing left.
A toenail on the three-point line, or it's over, and there's no Bucks. There's no championship. There's no Giannis MVP.
Whoa.
There's none of that.
Time out, Skip.
None of that happens.
I'm just trying to figure out.
The Nets are going to win it all with just Kevin Durant.
Best player in the NBA can't run out of gas. That's what you told me about LeBron.
Well, Kevin only spends like $20,000 a year on fitness. LeBron spends $3 million a year on fitness.
I don't know what, Katie.
It goes up with inflation.
Hey, all I know is that Giannis went to his house in a game 7 and beat him. And went to the NBA Finals in the closeout game, dropped a 50-piece. And he is a 2-time back-to-back MVP.
And I thought that game and series were over.
It is over.
A toenail.
It is over. It was over. Giannis says it's over now.
Which brings us to the gold medal game. And I couldn't believe Kevin even went to the Olympics. He did it for God and country. He said, I got to go defend our honor.
Now he's a Marine. Now he's a Marine. He did it for God and country.
If he doesn't go,
Simplify.
If he doesn't go, we lose. It's as simple as that. Simplify.
I cannot believe this man over here.
And what happens down the stretch? We need somebody to close the deal. So poor Dame goes to the free throw line and goes clank, clank, missed both of them. And I'm like, oh, God, Kevin, just run and get the basketball the next time. I told Ernestine, she's sitting right next to me, I said, hey, he's got to just run to the ball and say, just throw it inbounds to me. Let me